Yo, so there was a post in Peach R&D talking about Peach Samus tips, and I mentioned using Buffer Light Shield to beat Samus's or to deal with Samus's be out of shield, and a few people were interested in seeing more about that and asked for like specific examples of seeing it in action. So I guess really quick, just going over kind of the theory behind it. We're on the Royal Academy Finishing School Peach melee character discussion by Psycho Rex. Shout out to him. There's a lot of good stuff in this thread as a side note. Definitely useful information. We're going to be referencing the section that's talking about Peach's shield pressure. So I guess quick things to note. +4 matrix is what you would want to go off of in theory, and as mentioned here, it's pretty unrealistic to go off this. You can get Nair +4, but it's almost always at best going to be +3 when you account for like the ECB, things with ECB, and also just like the user error, player error. You can hit bears +4, but you're going to be looking at the +3 matrix for the most part because it takes at least 1 frame to turn around if you're perfect. And fair is the one that is easiest to hit +4 and is probably the most commonly seen as a +4 on shield aerial. And when talking about, I guess if you don't know, talking about what it means to be +3 or +2, +4 or whatever on a aerial, it's how many frames you have to act after hitting their shield before they can act. So yeah, going over this and referencing this chart, we're going to skip over the +4. Actually, we'll reference it real quick. So if you look at +4 and you look at Peach's, so the options on the top are the things on the top are the opponent's options. The things on the left column are Peach's options after doing an aerial on shield. If you look at the attack section, which is accounting for Samus's B out of shield since it's an attack, non-commitment is a tie for the most part, but on the +4, down smash and jab will both be up B out of shield. But if you look at grab, it has the little tilde here, and this says to be grab, the attack must be active by frame 2 or intangible by frame 3, which Samus's up B falls under. So even with a +4 aerial, if you do aerial grab and they up B out of shield, you're gonna get hit. Going down to the +3 matrix. You find that Samus is up B out of shield, which it talks about here. Yeah, it's active by frame 1 or intangible by frame 2. Samus's or Bowser up B out of shield. You find that the Samus up B out of shield on the +3 matrix not only beats grab, but will also beat down smash. That leads your options to, if you're at a perfect +3, jab being the only thing that will beat it, or dash away with like a non-commitment, but that's a little bit more of a vague answer. So yeah, I guess that's the basics of it. Talking about, I guess, a little bit of the theory. I'm gonna timestamp probably on screen before this or during this time, just to get straight into like the gameplay aspect. So I'm gonna switch over to console. Sorry for like the bit of inception there, but so quickly on 20XX 4.06, we're gonna go to the CPU codes and set the out of shield selection to up B for anybody that's not familiar with this. Set 20XX type CPU to CPU type to 20XX and out of shield as their type. A and down for infinite shields. And we're gonna create a safe state here. So make sure everything's lined. Okay, yeah. So when going off the going off the +4 matrix, going off the +3 matrix, jab should be the thing. FC aerial into jab should be Samus up B out of shield. Okay, yeah. So she is up being out of shield. So you see, right there, I got the jab. Right there, I didn't. Right there, I didn't. So even with like when I'm really trying to use the jab, it can still be a little difficult to hit. Now when you do down smash, it's gonna be even harder. Alright. Yeah, because down smash you had to be plus. Down smash you had to have the full +4, and that also means you have to down smash on the first frame reactionable. So basically what I'm demonstrating now is that it's just pretty difficult to do anything outside of jab or dash away, which are both still kind of difficult on Samus' shield. Dash away, double jab, single jab, I guess. Double jab doesn't, the second jab doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's still difficult, and I'm using fair, which is going to make it even easier to hit the +4. Doing jab, or doing nair into jab on shield gets a little more difficult. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to do, let's load this 8. I'm trying to do nair into jab on Samus' shield and fucking it up pretty hard. So the alternative solution, which I talked about some, is during your flow canceled aerial, as you're coming down after you fast fall, hold Z. This results in you light shielding as soon as possible. So say I try to do a nair and a jab on a Samus that is going to be upping at a shield. In general, it's going to be pretty difficult to execute. You have to get like basically the perfect nair and then jab. Make sure you're jabbing on the first frame available. So if you turn that though, and then go into, instead of doing a flow cancel nair into buffer light shield, it should be easier to not get hit. And no guarantees I hit it this first try, but yeah, I missed the fast fall. Hold up. So like right there, I nair the shield, or nair her shield. I'm missing the fast fall, but boy. And then you have all the time in the world to punish. So this applies for more easily demonstratable. Is that a word, demonstratable? Easier to demonstrate. The forward air. Let me message read back. Alright, so yeah, more easy. I cannot talk tonight. Easier to demonstrate with fair. Hold Z during the aerial after you fast fall, and then from here you can just kind of shark. You're using this over hard shield because hard shield is pretty likely to get shield poked by Samus' up B. Probably won't now just because of my shield. Okay, I did there. So yeah, you just saw that I got shield poked, and then now, oh well, you can punish it and do whatever. So that's probably the best example. Yeah, so I guess that's really it for like the tutorial part of this. If you're watching this on YouTube, just check me out on twitch.tv/cobb__. Drop a follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, etc. I know this wasn't too in-depth and was pretty blurry. I'm fucking tired, but we tried, so peace. Okay, so back to normal.